Hey, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while. Holidays, sickness, it's been a mess around here. Anyways, it is February 2nd. I am about 2 months late on winter projects. So obviously we're in the dead of winter here in Arizona in flip-flops and a t-shirt, obviously. So anyways, basically what I want to do is start getting this thing torn down. The trailer has already been over at Ryan's to get some stuff replaced and fixed. This is a loaner trailer that I got. Basically what I want to do, I got a bunch of, this engine's hasn't been anything major done to it, or even moderately done to it since I put it in. Just minor maintenance, every yearly maintenance stuff, oil, spark plugs, things like that, check timing. So basically what I want to do, I got a bunch of CP gaskets, basically the breather gaskets, valve cover gaskets, just things are starting to seep a little bit and making a mess. And then also I'm going to send this diverter back to Tim at a place diverter to have him check out, because something's going on with it. I'm not sure if something got messed up when we powder coated it, or I put it back together wrong, although I've had it apart numerous times, replaced all the seals, but I can't get it to seal good at this knuckle, so it throws water off the onto the back of the boat, and it's just covered. So basically we're going to take this thing down to a ways, start with the pump and then work our way to the engine, and then yeah, some of the stuff I had to remove when we picked up the boat off the trailer and put it on this loaner one. So like the sand strainer's already been removed, the MSD box has already been removed, a couple brackets and things like that. So anyways, start tearing this apart and see how it goes. All right, they all came out good, because I use a lot of anti-seize. We're also going to be replacing this. This is just a plastic cheapo wedge. We got one of HTP's billet adjustable wedges now. Yeah, I'll deal with that one later. All right. Like I said, I'll get those stubborn pins out here later on. All right. Let's see what this... No major damage on this side, obviously. All the damage always happens on the other side. I want to... I haven't compared these. Wow. A lot bigger opening on these guys. Here. Let me get up to the good camera. See if I can not drop any of this stuff. Check out the opening diameter difference. I don't know if we can get that in the light. But this one doesn't choke down quite as soon. I'll hit it with the light later if that doesn't come out and show you guys. But there's quite the difference on the entry into that. Definitely a lot bigger transition. Oh wow. Yeah, so this straight snoot, it is exactly, damn near exactly the opening of the bowl, so there's not a shoulder here. That should be good. Let's get these headers off first. I think I might be getting new headers too. I got a buddy that has some stainless headers that I might try to pick up. Not that I don't like these ones. These ones are awesome. These are made by Chad. Chad's headers. Phone number 951-990-8691. He's on Facebook too. Awesome dude. Good to work with. He does stainless headers. He does these upsweps. Ford, Chevy, I believe he does all of those as well. LS's, I think he does. Good dude to work with though. If you're wondering about my headers. It might be. Oh, had EGT hooked up. Never fully hooked it up, but it's there. I hooked the fluke to it one time to check temps, but never got around to doing the gauge. Oh, since I got the scoop, one of the upgrades I'm doing, I was in a hurry to get everything finished 5 years ago. I just used square bar for the hold down for the scoop. So getting one of those, a nice one made. You know, never powder coated the umbrella holder. So gonna do that. All the new HTP parts that are gonna go on it. But yeah. So I'm going to be scrambling to get all this stuff done. Like I said, none of it's major though, so that's good. Well, not yet. Let's hope it stays that way. But hopefully, by the end of the month, I'll have the majority of stuff done and replaced and powder coated, repowder coated. And then hopefully by middle of March, I can have the trailer done. Hopefully, I should be getting the trailer back here not too awful long. He's almost done with everything. We just got to do a couple more things. The big unknown though is I'm going to get it sandblast, the whole frame sandblasted and powder coated. So we'll see once it's done with powder or sandblasting if there's any surprises underneath the paint. All right. Those are his gaskets. Let's see, what else do I got up here? So, like I said, I already took the sand strainer out. Last time I emptied this guy, could barely get the O-rings were so swollen, could barely get them back in. So I got a new O-ring kit for that, and I need to get a new. Oh, look, it just leaked right there. Need to get a new gauge for this because the oil, it's leaking, and it's almost about empty. with oil, and it leaks and makes a mess. Part of one of the leaks going on here. Go through and try to touch as many bolts and fittings and gaskets and stuff I can get to without taking the engine out. That side was fine. That one was a little loose. So yeah, I'll take all these fittings off because that one moved a little bit. Granted, it's just an O-ring, so snug up against the O-ring at least. All right, ready? Voila. All right, I'm gonna change out the seat or get the seat off and stuff, and I'll be right back for that. That's just 4 bolts. Shouldn't be too long to do that. Actually, I'll just do it right now. I'll just do it right now. I'll redo the camera here. The joys of shooting by yourself. Moving cameras around. We got a high production facility around here in my garage by myself. My seats are only 4 screws that go through the seats and tapped and threaded into the seat frame. So it's pretty quick to... Is this the right size? Yeah. So they're pretty quick, just 2 on each side. It's good to go. All right. Lovely, lovely. I need to get this battery on the trickler again. I haven't had it on since we swapped trailers, and I don't have a battery disconnect on. This is why I wear flip-flops too, so I can take them off and get in the boat. Not make too much of a mess. But yeah, I don't have a battery main disconnect, so about once a year die on me. All right. Now we'll get the blower cover off, blower belt cover. There we go. Running out of space here. Oh well. We'll figure it out later. Another thing I'm going to change. So the boat that this came out of, it was white, black, and with yellow, or sorry, green accents. So I still have all the filled in green stuff from the original boat that this came out of. So on the front, Littlefield Superchargers logo, the Littlefield logo right here. I think there might be, yeah, Littlefield logo on the back. All those I'm going to hopefully do in red as well here, because they've been green the whole time, and obviously that doesn't match the boat. So I'm going to take care of that as well. Man, now that everything's off, this thing is filthy. That's okay. We'll get everything taken care of. Doesn't look like any major, nothing crazy. All right. And I'm only running like 7.5 pounds of boost. It's just a mild pump gas tune, so don't put too much work into this belt. Looks damn near brand new. There's some of the filth you can see a little bit better now that we got the seat off and expose more of the filth that needs to be cleaned up. Here's a lot of the spray and stuff that's coming that I can't get to every time. Plus I didn't clean it last time I was out. What else? Oh, another little thing I'm doing, where'd they go, is with the Jetaway. Jetaway is fine, but I messed up the copper piece because there's two fittings that go in there, that screw in there. I messed up the copper piece because I used one of the round ball ends, and those tend to strip these out. Plus, being copper, it tore it up a little bit. My bad for not using a straight one, but used the ball end one, and of course stripped it out like those ball ends like to do. I only like to use those ball ends to, after I break torque on it, or screw down and then torque with a straight one. I don't like breaking torque or torquing with the ball ends. Yeah, this thing's pretty filthy. Now that I got everything off of it, I'm slightly disappointed in myself, but anyways, gonna start doing all the carb stuff. That's a bunch of little stuff, so I'm gonna do that off camera here. Probably have to get somebody over to help me with this blower so I don't drop it, chuck it off the side of the boat. So anyways, yeah, so do a couple more videos like this. Like I said, I need to still do the ride plate and everything, so I'll do that separately. But yeah, just a general BS teardown video. Yeah, I'll probably do another video once I get everything taken apart with the show you guys the intercooler and everything else. So for the guys that have never seen one, so I'm going to be doing an oil change and everything on the blower as well. Need to get that oil changed out, but yeah. All right, well, until next time, thanks, have a good one, and more videos to come.